Hey y'all, Roni here. So I want to come on now because today was a huge day for me, and I want to share my lessons from today. And it's all about gratitude. And first of all, I want to talk about the power of prayer. So today my daughter went to court, and I put a post out on my page, and I put it out in a group that I belong to, a support group. And I just explained, my daughter's a heroin addict, and today she's going to court. And I asked that everybody send out light and love to the judge and the prosecutor, because my daughter was accepted into the most amazing program that's offered through the City Light program, which is, City Light is part of the Boise Rescue Mission, and they have a New Life program. And it's an amazing, life-changing program for addicts. And my daughter was accepted into it, and so we were praying that the judge and the prosecutor would see that she was really making steps. She was going to court for, she's a heroin addict, and she went to prison for about a year, and she was out for about a year, and she relapsed bad. And she got not only several probation violations, but she also got a new possession charge. So today was her court date for all of those charges. And we were hoping and praying that the judge would see it in his heart that she is really willing and able and has done the work to get into this program, and the program accepted her so that she could actually get the help she needs. And instead of sending her to prison, which she could have easily done, that he would allow her to get probation and participate in this amazing City Lights program, the New Life program. And so I was there, my sister was there, my mom was there, her best friend was there, and two representatives from the City Light program were also there to support Victoria. And what I put out there was just a request to everybody send light and love to the judge and the prosecutor so that they could have that in their heart, so they could see her for who she was. And I've got to tell you, I've been through a lot of court hearings with everything that's gone on with my daughter for the past few years. And I could just feel all of the love in that courtroom. I swear it was almost like it was a love fest. The prosecutor and the defense attorneys, they were like singing praises of the other people, of the cases we were hearing that came up before my daughter's. I have never experienced that level of energy in a courtroom before in my life. So thank you all, because it worked. The light and the love and the prayers that you sent, I could feel them, and obviously so could the judge and the prosecutor. So what happened was, it was scary at first, because the judge, he admitted that he came in after looking at her case and he was just going to send her to prison. But after hearing her testimony, she got up and spoke, and she did an amazing job, and she spoke from her heart. And I was so proud of her as her mother for what she said and the way she carried herself, and the ownership she took of everything that she has done. And he did ask that she spend 40 more days in jail, but then she will be released to the City Light New Life program to begin her new life, to begin her program towards her sobriety. She's been sober since November 8th when she got locked up, and she's loving it, and she's found a total new connection with God, and God is so good. And I've got to say that part of it, a lot of it, was due to the love and light that was in that courtroom. So never discount the power of positive thinking, prayer, sending positive energy. It works, you guys. I felt it today. And so the other thing that I want to talk about is one thing that I learned sitting in that courtroom about enabling. Now, heroin addiction and addictions of any kind, you guys, it's an epidemic. And the more I share my story and the more that I am open about what has happened with my family, I find that so many people out there are going through the exact same thing. Some of them are open about it, some of them are not. And I will admit that both before, when my daughter got arrested the very first time, and even when she was out on probation and she got a probation violation, I enabled her. I enabled her because I didn't want to admit that it was as bad as it was. And I didn't want to admit that she might have to go to prison. And I didn't want, I kept thinking she can figure this out. She's gonna make it, and she won't have to go to prison. And so I stuck my head in the sand. What I learned today through listening to another case was how not only the prosecution, and this wasn't necessarily a drug case, but it's the same thing. The prosecutor and the defense attorney for this other person both praised his mother for not bailing him out of jail, for making him suffer his own consequences and not enabling him. And I needed to hear that because it was so difficult for me, and I've learned it now, but I needed to hear it again. I needed that reinforcement, and I want to share that with any of you that are going through this. If you're faced with this with your children, another one of my friends posted and commented that, you know, her daughter was a heroin addict too, and she testified against her, and I applaud her. I admire her for that bravery. It's not easy to do, but it's the best thing to do because you're saving their lives. My daughter certainly could have died. She was slipping badly. She needed help. She cried out to help, and she got the help that she needed, but not because of what I did. I could have, and I'm not shooting all over myself because I did the best I can, just like we all do. But now I know that should I ever be in that case, in that situation again, and for any of my friends that are in that situation, turn your child in. You will save their life. These drugs are serious. They're bad, and they turn our children into people that are not our children. And we're not turning our child in, we're turning that drug addict in, and saving their life. So that was the lesson I learned about enabling. And then the third thing that I want to talk about today is just gratitude. I want to express my gratitude for today because today was a good day. And even though I cried in court when I was afraid that the judge might send her to prison, because he could have, and he warned her that this was her last chance, and that should she not do everything that she can in this program to sober up, I don't know if you guys can hear my dog crying in the other room. It's driving me crazy. But should she not do everything that she can, that this is her last chance, and she will go to prison for many years. So I want to just thank you all. Jinx, I'm not going to throw that. I want to thank all of you for sending all that light and love, because it really, really made an impact on the courtroom, and it made an impact on my heart. I appreciate every comment, every like, every love, every bit of support that you guys are out there for me. And thank you for all of your prayers. I love you all. And I also want to express my gratitude to the City Light New Hope or New Life program. Stop it, Jinx. Sit. This is why I should kennel my dogs up before I do this. Anyway, because it's an amazing program, and they accepted her in, and they are going to change her life, and they were there for her. And I cannot express my gratitude more for that program, because I know it's going to be life-changing. I've heard such good things about it from so many other people that have been through it or known people that have gone through it. So my gratitude goes out to them, and my support goes out to them also. My daughter, I want to express my gratitude to my daughter for stepping up to the plate, for making the decision to take back her life, and making the decision to do the steps necessary to apply for the New Life program, and to be willing to do everything that she needs to. It's not going to be easy. She's got a lot of work to do, and she's excited to do it. And also for her attitude, because what she said was, Mom, no matter what happens today, I know God has my best intentions in mind, and whatever is in my greatest, highest good is what is going to happen, and I am accepting of that. I'm willing to accept it. And I have so much gratitude to her for making that decision, because it is a decision that all addicts have to make on their own, that they choose to do the work to better their lives and to take back their lives and to live. And I would like to thank the judge for he's an amazing judge, and he cares. And I've sat through a lot of his court rooms, and I see how much he cares about people. And I want to thank him for having an open heart and seeing her and having faith in her, even though he originally thought, because of what she'd done before, that he was going to send her to prison, but still believing in her and still giving her that other chance. I want to thank him, and then I want to thank God, because after all, God is the one that makes all of this possible. It's all in divine order. We just have to let go and let him, and trust that he has our greatest, highest good in mind. So I am so grateful. And I just wanted to share that with all of you, because today was a huge day. It was a huge day in the life of me and my daughter going forward. Yesterday was her birthday. She's 24 years old, and she is starting her new life. And she's starting it off on the right foot. And she's going to do amazing things. I just know it. So for now, that's all I've got. Thank you all. If you have any comments, please put them down. I would love to hear from you. I really believe that the more we share, the more we are open and share the experiences that we have, and let people out there that may be afraid to open up and say that they're going through something like this, the more of us that do that, the more they're able to get out and get the help. And maybe, you know, maybe they won't do that enabling step, and maybe they will be able to help see things before they're happening, whatever. But we have to get rid of the shame, and we've got to talk about it. So whether you comment or not, I just want to encourage you all to, if you're going through this, don't feel shameful for it. And if you want to reach out to me privately, I would love to talk with any of you over what I've learned, what I've gained, and what I can help with. And I'm just so grateful for all of you. So that's it for now. Good night, all.